Okay, so picture this, you're killing it in your career,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everything's going swimmingly,
Mm-hmm.
and then out of the blue, wham, you get hit with some kind of illness or injury,
Yeah.
and suddenly you can't work.
Right.
Poof, the income you've been relying on, it's gone.
It's a scary thought.
It is a scary thought, right? And that's what we're gonna dive into today. High limit disability insurance.
Absolutely.
It's a topic that doesn't get enough attention, especially for folks who are bringing in some serious dough.
You're right. It's often overlooked.
And you know what's wild? I was looking at this stuff from Petersen International Underwriters,
Mm-hmm.
and they say like a full quarter of 20-year-olds today are going to end up facing disability before they even hit retirement.
That's a big number.
It is a big number. It makes you think, huh?
Definitely.
So we insure our houses, right?
Yeah.
We insure our cars,
Yeah, our phones. Wow.
everything.
Pretty much.
But what about insuring our ability to make money?
That's the big one, isn't it? That's what disability insurance comes in.
It is. It's like we insure all this stuff, but not the thing that lets us buy all this stuff.
Exactly. It's about protecting your earning power.
Right.
That's your most valuable asset.
It really is.
Yeah.
And for people with those higher incomes, those who are really earning a good living, a standard disability insurance policy,
Right.
it might not be enough.
It often falls short. You're absolutely right.
And that's where Petersen International Underwriters comes in.
Mm-hmm.
This document we have from them, it really digs into why high-limit disability insurance is so important.
Yeah. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're making, say, $200,000 a year.
Okay.
A typical policy might only cover a portion of that, maybe $50,000 or so.
Right.
That leaves a massive gap in your financial safety net.
Huge gap.
And that's what high-limit disability insurance aims to fix. It allows you to layer multiple policies.
So you're not stuck with just that limited coverage. You can actually build a safety net that's, it's custom made for your income level.
It's exactly customized to your needs. Like in that example we were talking about, layering policies could potentially get you closer to that 65% income replacement goal.
So in that $200,000 example, that'd be like $130,000.
Exactly.
That's a big difference.
It is. And it gives you peace of mind knowing you're better protected.
Big time. Now, something else that caught my eye in this document, they talk about the definition of disability.
Yes. This is crucial.
They emphasize this true own occupation definition.
Especially for high earners and specialized roles.
Own occupation. I feel like I've heard that before, but
It sounds simple.
it does. But I bet there's more to it than meets the eye.
There is.
Right.
You're right. True own occupation means you're considered disabled if you can't perform the very specific duties of your current job.
So even if you could technically work in a different field.
Exactly. Let's
Yeah.
say you're a surgeon and you injure your hand.
All right.
You might be able to teach, but you can't perform surgery anymore.
Right.
With true own occupation, you'd still receive full benefits even though you could theoretically do something else.
So it's not just about can you work any job. It's about can you do the highly specialized job
Precisely.
that you were doing and earning that high income from.
It protects your specific earning potential in your field of expertise.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, on top of those monthly payments, this plan from Petersen International Underwriters also offers a lump sum benefit,
Yes. For permanent disability.
which seems like, wow, that would be
A significant safety net.
a game changer.
It provides financial flexibility and security for those long-term situations.
Absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. They have riders for partial disability.
Right.
So if you can work part-time, it helps bridge that gap,
Exactly.
and a cost of living adjustment rider to keep pace with inflation.
Very important.
Like they thought of everything.
It's a comprehensive plan.
It is. Now let's break down some of the key policy terms for our listeners. We've got the term of insurance,
Yeah.
which is how long the policy is actually in effect.
Yeah.
The elimination period.
That's the waiting time before benefits start.
Right. And then the benefit period, which is how long you'll actually receive those benefits.
So those are the key time frames to consider.
Yeah, it makes you think about, your emergency fund. How long could you cover your expenses if your income suddenly stopped?
Exactly. It's about bridging that gap.
Yeah, choosing an elimination period that lines up with your savings.
Makes a lot of sense.
Really smart.
Yeah.
Then there are the options for paying your premiums. Monthly, quarterly, annually, even a single lump sum.
Right.
And there's that waiver of premium that kicks in after 90 days if you're disabled.
So you don't have to worry about paying premiums while you're receiving benefits.
Exactly. Plus, a 31-day grace period for those premium payments.
Very helpful.
Now, some of these provisions are really impressive, like presumptive disability.
Mm-hmm.
You get immediate benefits for really severe situations,
Mm-hmm.
loss of limbs or eyesight.
Absolutely.
Then there's a transplant benefit, which covers disability if you become an organ donor.
It's good to know you're protected in those situations.
and the recurrent disability clause.
This one's important.
If you go back to work, but then become disabled again soon after this clause, prevents you from having to restart that elimination period.
It's a crucial detail.
It really is. I was working with a client once who didn't think they needed disability insurance.
Oh.
They were young, healthy, felt invincible.
It's common thought.
It is. Then bam, unexpected illness, sidelined them completely.
Wow.
Thankfully, they had that coverage in place, and it made all the difference in their recovery.
It's a reminder that you never know what life might throw your way.
You really don't. So, for our listeners tuning in today, what would you say is the most important thing to remember about all this?
Don't wait for the what if to happen. Protect your future income now.
That's such a good point.
It's an investment in your peace of mind, your financial well-being.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And for folks who are listening and they're thinking, okay, this is important, I need to look into this more.
Absolutely.
I highly recommend reaching out to diversified insurance brokers.
They're great.
They specialize in this area. They can give you expert advice that's tailored to your situation.
They'll walk you through it.
They will.
Okay.
They're your partners in making sure you've got the right coverage in place.
Definitely.
So don't wait. Reach out.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Your income is worth it.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for breaking it all down for us today.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
Anytime.
And to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in to The Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.